Activity and Canva like children's toys.
So what should I do then?
First, stop scrolling. Second, download Coursive. Third, use it for 15 minutes a day. And finally, you'll become a master of AI tools.
So this is how I became the most dangerous person in the room. One habit changed everything. I replaced social media with microlearning. Now, instead of wasting time on social media, I spend 15 minutes a day actually learning how to use AI for writing, planning, brainstorming, the real work. That's it, just one skill a day. This is the 28-day AI challenge built for beginners over 40. Starts tomorrow. Tap the screen to join us and try the one habit that really makes you unstoppable.
Totality across the board here on this total lunar eclipse on timeanddate.com. And very jealous of the people that can see this in real life. It looks amazing on the screen, but real life is a whole new ball game. So if you're there, look up and take a look, because it's amazing. We've got just under an hour of this to enjoy, of these blood red moons across the board, including on our moonlight map. There you can tell that the totality is happening right now. Now, we've been seeing images from California, from Hawaii, from New Mexico, and you might have heard that we were talking about Australia as well. Perth, Australia, and the moon has risen. We've got Matt Woods and Roger Grooms. They're set up in Matilda Bay, which is west of Perth city centre, and they're looking across the bay to the eclipse moon. Now, it's still twilight there. It can be difficult to spot an eclipsed moon during twilight because it gets much, much darker than a normal full moon, but we're going to see it as the moon climbs higher in the sky. And you might have spotted a bonus stream. It says Dunedin, New Zealand here on the screen. And we didn't mention New Zealand earlier in the show, did we, Graham? But
yeah. So this is a great bonus feed we've got from our friends in Dunedin on New Zealand's South Island. So this is coming from Warren Hurley, Anton Stuck, and Linus Molteno at the Dunedin Astronomical Society. Now, Anna, you may remember them from September last year, when we had that partial solar eclipse that was more or less only visible from New Zealand. And our friends there in Dunedin sent us some fantastic images of the partial solar eclipse last year. Of course, their main thing is that they are counting down to a very big solar eclipse that's coming up in 2028, in July 2028. That's when we're going to have a total solar eclipse across Australia and New Zealand. Path of totality comes across Australia, goes over the city of Sydney, then continues to New Zealand, and the last city on the path of totality is Dunedin. So they have a big countdown going on there in Dunedin.
And they're getting all their practice in right now.
Getting it right, just getting in some more great practice tonight. Exactly. So we are going to be hearing lots more from Dunedin over the coming years. So we have lots of views of totality to enjoy here. As you said, Anna, totality is going to be lasting for another 50 minutes or so here. So stay with us. Enjoy this here on timeanddate.com. Don't forget to subscribe, and Anna and I will be back soon.
You don't need a second job. You just need to learn how to talk to AI. Let's be real. Most people over 40 use ChatGPT like it's Google.
ఆత్మ అంటే అదేనేమో నిజంగా ఆత్మలు ఉన్నాయి.
Crafted from dreams, shaped by tradition, inspired by royalty, born with nature's finest diamonds, with in-house manufacturing and artistry, a heritage that shines through the ages. The Muse by Kirti Lals, a masterpiece for you.
Wow, we are enjoying totality here on timeanddate.com. We are about halfway through the total phase of this eclipse. That means that we're around the maximum point of the eclipse, where the moon takes on its most reddish tint, and also becomes the faintest in the sky. Now, we were hearing from our interview earlier with the starry nights that this reddish tint that we see during totality, it comes from light being filtered through Earth's atmosphere. Interestingly, it's never quite the same from one eclipse to the next. And it's never quite the same looking at it from different places in the world. And as we're also seeing it here on the screen, we've got that we've got the image from Dunedin in the corner. We have the main image coming from California. We are seeing a slightly different shade there. This kind of thing does also depend on what kind of equipment people are using to stream these images. And it's always very different when you see things in real life as well. So, of course, one of the big questions is, how does this look in real life? How does this image from Yucca Valley compare to what people are seeing on the ground? Well, the person who can tell us that is one half of our Time and Date mobile observatory team, Konstantin Bikos. And Konstantin is going to join us now.
Hello.
Hi, Konstantin.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. How's it going? It's about 3:30 in the morning there in California, and it looks a bit cold. And you've been traveling all the way from Stavanger, Norway. So, what time is it in your body? What time is it in the night? How are you doing?
Oh my God, yeah, I don't know what my body thinks the time is really. It's these eclipse live streaming trips are fantastic experiences and adventures, but they do take it out of you. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of cold, but I'm watching this fantastic eclipse here, and I'm so happy I'm here and able to watch it with my own eyes.
Yeah. I've been telling everyone I'm super jealous, and now I'm extra jealous. So thank you for that, Cosmo. You're in Yucca Valley. It's in the desert. It's about 2 hours drive from Los Angeles. This is your 5th trip to the US in just over 3 years with our mobile observatory. And how does this trip compare to the 4 others that you've been doing?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel at home. Yes, it's kind of crazy that I've been here so many times now. Well, it's both easier and harder, I would say, than previous trips. Harder in the way that I just told you that it is extra tiring, basically, because earlier trips we went to more eastern regions of the US. Now we're in California, so it's 9 hours difference. So it's really hard on the body, basically, but easier in a way that, first of all, I think we're getting a much more routine now. And in my humble opinion, we're getting quite good at this. So,
in our opinion, too.
Yeah. But also, we've been very lucky this time with the weather. So it's been much more predictable. We flew into Los Angeles, and for a week or so, the weather forecast was pretty stable for Yucca Valley and this region. So we were able to plan much more ahead than some of the last times where we had to travel through the day, and then on the in the following night we had the eclipse to do. So now we had much more time to get used to everything and set everything up properly to bring you those pictures.
And great pictures they are.
Oh, this is a tremendous picture.
Oh.
And we're back, and we're back. We lost everything there for a minute, but we are back online, back with Konstantin Bikos, who is
Hello.
with the Time and Date Mobile Observatory in Yucca Valley, California. Konstantin, we were just talking about how the color of the moon compares, what we're seeing here on the screen compared to what you actually see when you look up and see the moon in the sky.
What can you see?
Yeah. So it was actually a little bit surprising for me to experience. I've seen a few now, and this feels a lot darker. So it is also a lot darker than you see on the screen. On the screen, we've enhanced the picture so we can bring out that beautiful red color a little bit more. But in the sky, it's actually on the dark half of the moon. It's actually a little bit hard to see it even. It's very dark.
Well, that is interesting. Yeah. And that is sometimes one of the surprising things with lunar eclipse is just how dark and how faint the moon becomes compared to a normal full moon brightness. Yeah. How was it during the partial phase of the eclipse? When did you sort of start to notice the moon taking on a reddish tint in the dark part of the moon?
It starts when it's past half of the moon, maybe covered by the Earth's umbra, the darkest shadow. You start to see a red tinge, and that gets more and more as the eclipse progresses. And now it's very, very red. It's clearly red and dark copper red.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great. And if you are on the nighttime side of the Earth, again, just a reminder that if you have clear skies, you will be able to go out and see this eclipse and see what the color of the moon is from your location. Also, just a reminder, again, that some of the different colors we're seeing on the screen are also coming from different telescopes and different kinds of equipment that people are using to stream tonight's eclipse. Konstantin, we know that you're super busy there, so we're going to let you go and get back to work. Keep enjoying totality with us here on timeanddate.com. We still have another 20 minutes or so of totality to enjoy, so don't go away, and Anna and I will be back soon.
ఓసారి మస్తీ చేద్దామా ఈ హొయల్లో హాయ్ హాయ్ ఈ హొయల్లో హాయ్ 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 లైఫ్ ఏ మజరానా లైఫ్ ఏ మజా కథానా చైనీ చైనీ మజానే చైనీ
आपका अकाउंट अपग्रेड हो जाएगा टू कैनरा क्रेस्ट। इट इज़ आवर मोस्ट प्रीमियम सेविंग्स अकाउंट। ये फॉर्म लीजिए और ऐप चेक कीजिए।
पासवर्ड क्या है?
अवेटिंग डेट।
सर आपकी सिग्नेचर यहाँ पे चाहिए। प्लीज ओपन द ऐप।
थैंक यू।
एनीटाइम।
Canara Bank. Premium banking handled smoothly.
Circle, the place where India's sharpest business minds get candid about their incredible journey of turning ideas into powerful legacies. We've got a phenomenal third season lined up for you. So come on, let's get down to business.
Every time there's a good show, you remember the artist. But every time there's a shit show, you remember the guy who took your money.
We as Indians travel to the entire world for opportunities. Now is the time when the entire world comes to India for opportunity.
Narayan Murthy said the work culture that he believes in. आप उसका बिल्कुल ही opposite believe करते हैं.
Number of hours से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. I'm not saying we have built a great company. At least people are much happier.
Somewhere in the middle of the KBC2 journey, we were told not to design anymore.
Piece of advice to Uber and Ola.
Take care of your captain. Treat them well.
Whenever any tough moments would come, I would always think, यार ये मैंने खुद ही sign up किया था, तो करते हैं solve.
नमस्कार, यह है उज्जीवन डूड दर्शन का फाइनेंशियल ज्ञान, जेनजी हित में जारी। आज का शब्द है वोक, बोले तो वर्क ऑफर किया ई स्कैमर। मान लीजिए आपको एक मैसेज आए, वर्क फ्रॉम होम एंड अर्न 70,000 पर मंथ, सेंड अकाउंट डिटेल्स नाउ, और आप जो बोर हो रहे थे बैठे बैठे भेज दिए डिटेल्स, मगर ऑफर लेटर के बदले ले गया आपकी बची कुची सेविंग्स। तो बच्चों, वेकअप और ऐसे वोक जॉब ऑफर से बचे रहे, ना करे एक्सेप्ट ऐसे ऑफर। वेला होना है बेहतर। सतर्क रहिए, सेफ रहिए, फैब रहिए। नमस्कार।
Welcome back. We're at the end of Totality here on timeanddate.com. We're watching this deep, rusty blood moon from Perth. It's just looking super great. The full moon has been rising, the sun has been setting, and the sky is nice and dark, and we can really appreciate totality from Australia here on the screen. Now, Matt and Roger, they have been doing a great job for us and working with us for the last 9 years, more than 9 years.
It's around 9 years. Yeah.
They're in Matilda Bay on the outskirts of Perth, and it's looking beautiful. But what we can see there, we've got like this bright side of the moon. We've got that crater there at the end, Tycho crater, if I'm not mistaken. And in Yucca Valley, it's the opposite. Tell me more.
Yeah, so we can see here that the moon appears to be brightening from opposite directions, as seen from Perth in Western Australia and Yucca Valley in California. And there are two interesting effects going on here. The first one is that Western Australia is in the Southern Hemisphere. California is in the Northern Hemisphere. And as we move from the Northern Hemisphere to the Southern Hemisphere, the moon appears to rotate in the sky and sort of appears upside down from the other hemisphere. But there's another effect going on as well. We can see this actually on the moonlight map that we also have on the screen there. To recap, our moonlight map, the light area on the map, that's where the moon is above the horizon and visible at the moment. And that includes both Australia and North America. But this light area on the map, it's slowly moving to the left as the Earth rotates, which means that the moon is rising in Australia. It's climbing higher into the sky. But in North America, we're heading towards moonset, and the moon is dropping down towards the horizon. And just as the moon appears to rotate as you go from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere, the moon also appears to rotate in the sky as we go through the night from moonrise through to moonset. So both these effects we have working here to give us this this kind of mirror image of the direction that the moon appears to be brightening from in as seen from Australia and from California.
Yeah, and you know, when I'm in Australia, the moon feels upside down, never, depending on what time of rotation it is. But it does, it's interesting how it spins in the sky, but it's also flip round.
Absolutely.
So super interesting. But it's not only the moon's orientation that's interesting when we look at these images. First of all, we've talked a little bit about the color. We've got this deep rusty red from Perth, and then we've got this kind of almost brown from Yucca Valley in California. But sometimes we even see a tiny spot of blue.
Yeah, a little bit of blue in total lunar eclipses, a phenomenon known as the turquoise band, which it's never easy to spot. You have to be very lucky to catch it. But this happens because, well, we've talked about how this reddish tint is produced by light that's being filtered through the Earth's atmosphere and taking on this reddish tint. But around the edge of Earth's atmosphere, we have the ozone layer. Now, sunlight that's going through the ozone layer, instead of getting filtered to a reddish color, it's getting filtered to a bluish color. So when we think of Earth's dark shadow, the center of the shadow has this sort of blood reddish tint. But around that is this sort of bluish ring. And we can sometimes see this around about the beginning or the end of totality. That's when we sort of see the edge of the Earth's dark shadow just moving onto or just leaving the edge of the moon. So that is the best time to try and spot a bit of turquoise. So we're going to keep our eye on things here. Don't really see the blue in this eclipse.
So keep an eye on that beautiful image from Perth there, because that's not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. We're going to keep on looking at these beautiful feeds from all over the world. We're going to be back in 20 minutes or so to talk to Stefan Thorsen, our chief eclipse chaser here at timeanddate.com. He's in Yucca Valley in California with Constantine, who we talked to earlier. So don't go anywhere. Keep your eyes looking for that blue tinge on the moon, and we will be back soon.
ये वाली फोटो में भी आपने सब में सेम ही साड़ी पहनी है।
मेरी फेवरेट साड़ी है और इसमें फोटो भी बहुत अच्छी आती है ना?
अब ये सोफा ही देख लो पापा, ये सोफा भी ना हर फोटो में 2002 से एकदम ही सेम।
टाइमलेस क्लासिक, लाइक मी।
आप दोनों ही कंजूस थे, ठीक है?
स्मार्ट थे, हमेशा तुम्हारी एजुकेशन में इन्वेस्ट किया, और अब देखो कितनी स्मार्ट हो गई हो, आजकल हमें ही सिखाती रहती है।
ये क्या है?
आपने जो मुझ पर इन्वेस्ट किया था ना, वो फाइनली कंपाउंड हो गया।
सही इन्वेस्टमेंट्स हमेशा अच्छा रिटर्न्स देते हैं। कैनरा बैंक, टुगेदर वी कैन।
Place. Follow the rules. They say great minds think alike. We say the greatest ones don't. Flinders University.
నిజంగా ఆత్మలు ఉన్నాయి.
We're still watching a total lunar eclipse here on timeanddate.com, and we are nearing the end of this eclipse. The moon is moving out of Earth's dark shadow. We can see there on our timeline that things have calmed down a bit in the totality dark red area there. The partial phase of this eclipse will end about 45 minutes from now or so. We're still enjoying images from around the world. We've got Southern Hemisphere represented by Dunedin and Perth, and then we have the Northern Hemisphere represented by Yucca Valley, California. And in Santa Fe, we've had our good friend John Williams streaming from New Mexico there. He goes back many years with us. We met him personally in Roswell, New Mexico during the Great American Annular Eclipse back in 2023. If I remember correctly, it's his fourth time?
It's John's third time.
Third time
with us, yeah.
Working with us. So we've been having great friends from around the world time round. The person who started all this eclipse chasing for Time and Date, he started Time and Date as well 3 decades ago. It's Stefan Thorsen. He is who we call our chief eclipse chaser. And this is the 18th time he's taking the mobile observatory out on the road from Stavanger, Norway. And we're going to have a talk with him now. Hi, Stefan.
Hello, Graham. Hello, Anna.
Oh, this eclipse is visible anywhere from the nighttime side of Earth. But how did you end up in Yucca Valley, California then?
First of all, I'm impressed by Graham still counting my eclipses because I've stopped I don't have the count anymore. But the reason we went to this area is obviously the weather forecast. We basically got tickets back in May last year for California, so we kind of had the rough plan early, and California was chosen because on the kind of this eclipse being visible mostly over the Pacific and on the east and west side of that, more or less opposite of our location on Norway. You did have to go quite far to get to an eclipse. And this area in California, Arizona, Nevada generally had the least cloud cover averages, and we use our own cloud cover maps on the Time and Date eclipse pages to judge where to go. And we flew in here, and it was a very good choice. We sometimes have to drive for hours. As Christine mentioned earlier, this time was just 2 hours, so it was a kind of very nice trip. And Yucca Valley is behind or east of the mountains. So if LA area has clouds, very often this area won't have clouds. And exactly that what happened today. There was clouds most of yesterday, so we were a bit worried if the forecast was correct, but it has been really great this night.
Yeah, nice. And great images you've been sending us there. Now, Stefan, we always get lots of questions about what kind of equipment people are using for doing these live streams. So for the astronomy enthusiasts and the telescope nerds, can you tell us about what you're using to stream this eclipse tonight?
Yes, first of all, since we're traveling with planes, we need to find equipment which is small enough to be able to relatively easily be carried along with us. So the biggest telescope we can easily fit is a 6-inch telescope, which we use for especially the eclipse totality phase, because it is with a 6-inch aperture, it catches a lot of light and it's easier to get a good glimpse of the dark side of the moon. And we have a 3-inch telescope, which is the one we're currently seeing in the main screen, which is the bright side of the moon doesn't need so much light, so a 3-inch telescope does a really good job just on the bright side of the moon. And it's nice to be able to catch them both at the same time because it's very different views of the bright and the dark side. In addition to that, we also have like a bit of small cameras, GoPros, and things for just watching or take time lapses of the entire eclipse. And we also have a video camera or DSLR that we'll use later to film the sunset coming up at the end of the eclipse for us here in Yucca Valley.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you've mentioned sunset, sorry, moonset approaching.
Moonset, sorry, moonset. Yeah.
Because what it's 4:30 in the morning local time for you, so we are getting towards the end of the night there in California. The moon is getting lower in the sky. When and where is the moon going to be setting for you tonight?
Now we as said, we are east of the mountains, so we kind of fantasized about having a place where we could kind of see the moon setting over the Pacific Ocean, which would have been fantastic. But then we would have more of a. We had more luck with the clothes, so we went for something a bit more secure in terms of the weather. So the moon will be setting behind some great peaks, about 20 miles, 30 kilometers from here, at about 1 hour and 24 minutes. 20, from now. And we hope it might be a nice sight because it's some of these mountains also have snow. So we hope for a very nice, also as the mountains will be brighter in a way when the sunrise is about to soon happen.
Yeah.
So we think it would be a nice.
Yeah, that's great. And just to be clear, the plan is to keep the cameras running and to keep the telescope going all the way down until moonset.
Yes, that's the plan.
Yeah.
So keep staying on.
Yeah. Okay. And so, I mean, in UTC time, I think that's happening around about then 13:57 UTC. So we still have what 45 minutes of this partial eclipse to enjoy. But then after that's finished, we still have this. Fingers crossed, we have this this great moonset to look forward to.
So we've still got a lot to look forward to, as Stefan reminded us there. Thank you so much, Stefan. We want to keep
and I might
watching.
mention the moon also. The moon might be a bit red again because of getting kind of low in horizon. So it's a bonus tint color. Yeah.
True. Bonus red moon. It's awesome. So keep watching to see that bonus red moon. And don't forget to look at our eclipse pages, a night sky map, and our other astronomy tools on timeanddeath.com. Don't forget to hit subscribe. There's a lot of fascinating eclipses coming up in the future, and we will see you back here soon on timeanddeath.com. Welcome back to timeanddate.com. We are nearing the end of this lunar eclipse, but don't go anywhere. A full moon is always great to look at. I'm excited about the full moon, and we have moonset in California coming up in about an hour. But this is kind of the last total lunar eclipse for a while, right, Graham?
Yeah, so we see these patterns in alignments of the Earth, Moon, and Sun for a couple of years now. We've had a very nice run of total lunar eclipses. Tonight's eclipse, that was the third total lunar eclipse since March last year, but it is the last one for almost 3 years.
Yeah, but almost, Graham, almost, because there is not a total, but.
Well, that is very true. That is very true. At the end of August this year, on August 27th, 28th, we have a very deep partial lunar eclipse. We're going to see it's about 96% of the moon's face is going to get covered by the dark inner part of Earth's shadow. It's not quite 100%, so technically it doesn't qualify as a total lunar eclipse, but when we see it in the sky, to all intents and purposes, it is going to look like a total eclipse, and the moon will take on that reddish color that we've been enjoying tonight.
Yeah, we have. It won't stay red for an hour, or it won't stay red that long, will it?
It's not going to stay red for as long, and it's not going to be as deep. But yeah, it will take on. It will take on a reddish tint. Yeah,
it's still a good eclipse.
Absolutely. For the next kind of official total lunar eclipse, where the whole of the moon's face gets completely covered by Earth's dark shadow, well, that's coming up on it's a kind of a special date. It is December 31st, 2028. Now it depends a bit on your time zone, but for some people this is almost the perfect New Year eclipse. Anna, right now we're looking at these pictures from our friends Matt and Roger in Perth. In Perth's time zone, this next total lunar eclipse, totality will begin at midnight on January 1st, 2029.
A proper New Year's eclipse.
Yeah, so I mean, just to be clear, that is like 15 minutes after the big countdown to 2029. Totality will begin in the skies over Western Australia.
But that's in 2029. We've had a good run of lunar eclipses now, and that means that we're getting some good solar eclipses, right? Because for every not so perfect lunar eclipse, we get a oh so perfect solar eclipse, right?
Right. So coming up just over 5 months from now, on August 12th, we will be broadcasting a total solar eclipse live from Spain. Now, this is going to be the first total solar eclipse in mainland Europe since 1999.
1999. So this is a good time to travel for solar eclipses, right? We're getting some great ones across the globe.
Absolutely. This is, we're kind of entering a bit of a golden period for solar eclipses. So yeah, August 12th this year, totality in Spain and also in Iceland and some parts of Greenland. 12 months after that, on August 2nd, 2027, a total solar eclipse. Again, the path of totality will go across Spain. It then goes over North Africa and the Middle East. A year or so after that, on July 22nd, 2028, another total solar eclipse. For this one, totality is going over Australia and New Zealand. This one includes almost 4 minutes of totality in Sydney, Australia.
Very, very excited about that. And we often refer to solar eclipses as rare. We've talked about 3 beautiful ones coming up now. So So rare, but in fact, we have published a paper on that. It's going to be published in the Journal of the British Astronomical Association, right?
Right. So, I mean, on average, a solar eclipse happens somewhere in the world every 5 months or so. But if you stood at a random spot on the Earth's surface, how long would you have to wait for a solar eclipse to happen? That is a much more complicated question. And well, we had a lot of fun looking into this. We were building on work done by a very famous mathematical astronomer named Jean Mears. And well, for the record, the results of this were that for any given place on the globe, a total solar eclipse that happens once every 373 years on average.
On average. So if you stand in one spot and then I hear your voice in my head saying on average, it takes 373 years for a solar eclipse to hit you. On average.
On average, you might get lucky, and of course, we know there are some places in the world that have a very lucky run where they have 2 total eclipses separated just by a small number of years. Other places, have to wait hundreds of years for a total eclipse to happen. But yeah, on average, once every 373 years.
So they are rare.
So that definitely is rare. If we're talking about partial eclipses, then again, if we're just talking about a given place on the Earth's surface, so your town or your city, for example, a partial solar eclipse that comes around on average once every 2 years and 7 months. So looking at it from that perspective,
not so rare,
right? Not as rare as we sometimes imagine.
But if you travel, you can put yourself in the path of a total solar eclipse.
That's right. There we're talking about just taking a random spot on the Earth's surface and saying how long does it take for a solar eclipse to happen. Absolutely, yeah. Especially for total eclipses, a lot of people don't get the chance in their own town or city in their own lifetime. So for nearly all of us, the only option is to hit the road and travel for totality.
And there are some people that have hit the road for us on timeanddate.com. Now, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, John Williams, we want to say thank you to him. We want to say thank you to Preeti Krishnamurti and Avinash Surendran in Waimea, Hawaii. We want to say thank you to Roger Groom and Matt Woods in Perth, Australia. We want to say thank you to our mobile observatory team in Yucca Valley, California, Stefan Thorsen and Konstantin Bikos. We're excited to have you back home here at Stavanger HQ.
And we also can't forget, of course, we did see that great bonus.
The bonus
footage.
From Dunedin, New Zealand.
Right, from the Dunedin Astronomical Society. Yeah. And thanks to everybody there.
And at Time and Date HQ, we'd like to thank the crew. We've got Jeremy Krause, Ardian Rexai, Andy Ardner, Daniel Leland, Anna Smith, Ellie Elliott, Sarah Kornberg, Renate Mellanhus, and Ina Maria Thorsen. Don't go anywhere. We're still going to enjoy the end of this partial stage of the eclipse. We're going to follow the moon set, probably kind of nice.
And again, just to recap, around about 1357-ish UTC, that's when we're expecting to see the moon setting behind the mountains as seen from Yucca Valley, California. So still a lot to come.
So, but for now, it's goodbye from me and Graham. We're gearing up to travel to Spain and show you the great European total solar eclipse on August 12th. So from us, it's bye-bye, but stay on and watch the moon a bit more.